What is up, you guys? My name is Chaos, and today I'm going to be talking about the craziest things I've done. Number one, when I was a little kid, I was around 5 or 6. I went to this pool place where there's a whole bunch of pools, and then it was time for us to leave. And then I was on the standing next to the deep pool, and I was like, oh, I'm about to leave. I didn't swim on the deep. I didn't swim on the deep, or I didn't swim at all, because I was 6. I didn't know how to swim. I was like, I should jump into this deep water so that I could practice my swimming and just say that I went into the deep. So I jumped in and slowly I began to sink down all the way to the bottom. It was like 20 feet for real. And then when I got to the bottom, I opened my eyes and I was like, whoa, it looks so cool. And I was just like moving my arms in the water. I was like, whoa, it's so cool. And then I needed some air, and I was like, oh shit, I'm not gonna get up. And then I was thinking like, this is the end of my life. This is the end. And I was just looking around. I was like, oh fuck. And then for some reason I had a feeling that my uncle was gonna pull me up, or somebody was gonna pull me up. So I put my arm up. Right when I thought I was gonna die, my dad's friend pulled me up, and he was like, look what he did. He jumped in there. And then my dad was like, what are you doing? Why you jumped in there? Huh? And I was just like, I was just like, oh shit, I did that shit. That's what I was thinking. Like, oh, I did that shit. Okay. So that was when I was like 6. Now, when I was like 8, one time I was taking a shower, and then I wanted to poop. So I pooped, and I thought the shit was going to go to the sinkhole. And then I didn't. So I stepped on it, and then I grabbed it, and then I smelled it, and it was like, I was like, oh, it doesn't smell bad for some reason. And then I got curious, and I tasted it a little bit. And then I grabbed it and put it all over my face, like it was all over my fucking face, under my nose, everything. And then I took it off, and there was this thick layer of smushiness stuck to my face. Like I scratched it, and it didn't come off, and I couldn't feel my scratches because there was this layer of invisible, like gooey stuff, like connected to my skin. So that was nasty. Okay, number 3 is that I fought all my bullies. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like one of those kids that likes to fight, that fights a lot and all of that. I just managed to make my teeth grow, as Jordan Peterson said. So like when I was like 9, I was 10. I would get bullied so much in Mexico because I was American, and also because I had a sister that would all say that they were gonna have sex with her. One time I was crying, and then this guy sat next to me, and he was like, I'm gonna have sex with your sister. I'm gonna do this and that, and I was crying really hard. I was like, oh, I was like, well, you know. And then he kept on doing that. And then one time we went to play soccer, and they were all bullying me. This one kid came, pushed me, and then I fell on the floor, and then everybody started laughing. And then that same kid that was telling me that he was gonna have sex with my sister while I was crying, he came up to me. He was like, "Hey, are you gonna give me Jenny? That's my sister's name." And then I took off my backpack and started fighting him, and I beat his ass. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat you up tomorrow." I was like, "Come on!" And he was crying and shit. I was like, "Come on, let's go right now." And from there, I grew some teeth. Like now, whenever I get bullied, I want to fight. So that's good. Number 4, I lost my virginity when I was 13. It was with this girl. She was the hottest girl in school. Like, I'm serious. She was super hot. And so we started going out, and then a month later we had sex. I was 13, she was 15 and a half. And yeah, like it didn't go that well. The first time we did it, I only humped her 3 times, and she just told me to get out, because like I was eating her. And then I knew that she didn't wouldn't like me humping her, but I was eating her vagina. And then I took off my pants really fast, and then I put it in, and I was like, oh shit! I froze up. I was like, oh shit! How this feels weird. Am I in? And then I went out, and then I went in, and then I went out, and I went in, but not like fast, like slowly. And then she was like, Enrique, get out. I was like, come on. She was like, get out, or we're breaking up. And I was like, oh man, okay. And I got out. And then we started having sex every single day after that. Like for real, it was 3 times, 4 times when she slept over my house for 3 days. We would have like sex like around 16 times for real. So I already talked about this one in my other video. It's number 5, smoking crystal meth. So I smoked crystal meth when I was like 15 at first. And then when I was 18, I smoked it twice and it was very bad. I didn't like it. It was like this warm blanket, but for some reason I felt like I was doomed, like I was depressed. Like I worried about every single thing, like, oh, I gotta work, I don't want to go to work. And then I felt like just doomed, like I was underwater and like I couldn't, like the sounds and everything, it was like distant, you know. And number 6 is that I spend $50 on weed every single day. That was for like a whole month. I spent $50 every single day. So I wasted $4,000 on the winter just smoking weed. So that sucks. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. And make sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more of my videos. Alright, peace out.